Welcome to your program, A Lovely Day. It is indeed a lovely day, for it is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is your host, Sister Ann Tronas. My topic today is how to be liked instantly. I guess all of us, we want to be liked by people, isn't it? Have you ever wondered why certain people can walk into a room and light up the atmosphere with their presence? Or why, when certain individuals speak, their listeners become spellbound while someone else talking about the same subject, the listeners, they yawn and get bored. If you want to be the kind of person whom others instantly like, trust, and listen to you, you need to understand some of the keys to communication, magnetism, and listening. Every time you communicate with someone, you're sending three distinct messages. They are: number one, verbal messages, the words you say. Number two, we call it paraverbal messages. This is the way you say your words. Number three is the nonverbal messages. That is what you call the body language. You see, my dear friends, it doesn't matter whether you are communicating in a business or personal setting. These three communication factors will be beneficial. But the better you manage each, the more likely that people will be drawn to you. So let's take the first one, the verbal messages. This is the exact words you use will determine how someone reacts to you. Words that are critical, blaming, judgmental, or accusatory definitely will turn off people. And if you tend to create a negative mindset in the listeners every time you do this, to draw people towards you, use uplifting language that is concise, clear, and truthful. The more positive your words are, the more people will like being with you. I guess so. Number two, the paraverbal messages. This is how you say your words. Your tone, pitch, and pacing sends a clear message to people regardless of the actual words. In fact, research shows that paraverbal messages account for approximately 38% of what is communicated to someone. In other words, your feelings and how you say something can change the meaning of your words. Therefore, we must monitor our feelings as we talk to others. You see, that's real. That's reality, Whatever we feel, that's how we communicate to others. In general, my dear friends, this is what I have observed. When people are angry or excited, they tend to speak faster with a higher pitch. When bored or feeling depressed, people tend to speak very slowly and monotonous. When feeling defensive, people tend to speak abruptly. The problem here, listeners believe your paraverbal messages more than your verbal ones. So whatever we're saying sometimes is not really what we want to impart, but because of how we feel or our reactions, and that's how people understand it. See, you are misunderstood. Number three, the nonverbal messages. Your nonverbal messages includes your posture, gestures, facial expressions. These nonverbal messages have the ability to either draw people towards you or repel them from you. So when we speak and have a facial expression that is filled with enthusiasm, energy, and approval for the other person, he or she will feel compelled to listen to you as well. Posture and gestures such as facing someone directly, when you're talking, you don't have to be moving your body and not facing the person, looking around, making sustained eye contact, and keeping the upper body open without crossed arms, you create a feeling of unity. Number 4, have a magnetic presence. This is very important. In addition to being adept at verbal, paraverbal, and nonverbal communication, people who are like instantly tend to possess a magnetism so potent that they can effortlessly make a dynamic impact. The fact is that nothing reveals more about you to others than your vibratory frequency that radiates from your being. Because we have a magnetic field that draws us to people. The mirror is the state of consciousness, our thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and beliefs. This relates to the old saying that we become what we think. We create our destiny consciously or unconsciously. To improve this magnetism so that you can draw people towards you, you need to recognize the inherent talents you have that make you unique. So you can share this to others. And the last but not least, listen to learn. So if we want to be liked instantly, it's vital that you listen to others. Constantly talking about yourself, your concerns about your own family, interrupting when people are talking, uninterested in the other person. Don't listen with the intent to rebut someone's remarks. Rather, listen to get the whole story, reflect on their words, and then formulate your response. The more you can thoughtfully listen, the more people will be willing to open up to you. The last but not least, make people feel special. Find out the other person's interest. Show interest also to what they're doing. And the bottom line is that most people like you when you make them feel special. And that's exactly what this communication, magnetism, and listening techniques will enable you to do. Make others feel special and important. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. The more you show people you care about them, the more they will like you. Amen. Thank you for listening, friends. This is Sister Ant. Until the next lovely day.